I know 2K22 is basically over. You know, their run is done, but we're on here because for the last 3 weeks, before we drop 23, we just want to play around with the game. Not really in a rush to go to level 40. Basically, what I think I'm just going to do is we're just going to post videos um, randomly, trying to make the perfect team that can run any any event. So any of the things that they have, triple threat offline, um, clutch time, limited, unlimited, you know, the dominations, anything like that. You know, that's what I've been basically doing.
Listen. We got fear, love, and hate, but these haters could be your lovers, but they hide it like they undercovers. I had to escape and find my way out, freedom like Frederick Douglass. I'm living good like Uncle Finna, serve me like his butler. Got some real quarter my family, they like my brothers. We like brothers from another mother. We act out, we crack jokes like we in living color. Now it's Netflix to chill with her, no blockbuster. She kinda stuck up, so I'ma kick out then dub her. I'm not trying to shit my middies, there's no duh. Wake up to these roaches on my bed, right? Wake up to these roaches in the foot. Right. To get what she needed for a kid. I gotta thank my for giving her dead life. I gotta thank her. And doing the she did. I know you try to do it all for me. I know you try. Yeah, I know you try to do this all for me. Don't with nobody. I treat them more like some outcasts. Everything have a price, even without a price tag. The word me over once it had a. So people forget where they came from, they too high class. Now that I'm doing good, try to kiss my. Started with plastic cups, now I'm sipping on my pad. It's just like my future, I bypass. I'm driving on my lane while these try to hijack. I hope that don't go over your heads. Don't let these women get to my head. Doing special stuff, I write it instead. I go crazy in the booth like a
Sorry about that. We ordered food, so I think it's weird with that. So as you can see right now, I'm just downloading and unlocking some of these packs that have just been sitting in there. Fortnite had the Dragon Ball Z event still going on. If you guys haven't played it, we did download the Ninja Turtles game for the Switch. Pokemon. Actually, this is actually a really exciting event of news for you guys. If you guys have a Switch, Pokemon Tournament DX, which was a huge game for me on the GameCube, is on it right now for the trial, and you can buy it August 31st. If you do before August 31st, it's a 30% off, so you don't have to pay the full price. Also, any save information that you guys may have accumulated while playing it beforehand obviously will be saved and kept in check, so that's another plus. If you guys want to look at that, something like that. Destiny 2, like I said, I'm always live on Destiny 2. Playing, you know, just having fun, doing different things. And I've never played Fortnite. Let's be honest. I've never played Fortnite. Never done Minecraft. Those are two things I've just never done. I have Apex. I do Call of Duty on the PlayStation. I do it on mobile. Huge into mobile gaming. If anybody is mobile gaming right now, um, Disney Multiverse is actually a really good free-to-play game where basically it's Kingdom Hearts. It's basically Kingdom Hearts. That's what I'm gonna put it out there. It's Kingdom Hearts. Basically, these shadows come from a mirror universe, and they try to take over our world. Mickey and other Disney characters now have abilities. They have armors and powers, and they're like sorcerers. It's actually pretty cool. If you guys want to get into that, we also do Legend of Cryptid, which is a free-to-play game also, where you get cards. No surprise, I'm playing my team on NBA 2K, and I'm huge on Yu-Gi-Oh! And Shadowverse. Um, so basically, you get cards, those are your champions. You can join a guild, you can play with other people around the world, or even in the country. It's pretty fun, it's pretty interesting if you want to get into that. And then I'm trying to think, what else do we do? Oh, we do Raid Shadow Legends, which is a free to play RPG. You know, you can platform, also join a guild, play with other people around the world. And you guys have seen the commercials and stuff like that on TV, on YouTube, and stuff like that. There's really nothing else I do. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, Pokemon Go and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So Duel Links is actually pretty cool. It's kind of like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. If you played Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, or watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, that's basically what it is. The platform basically has 3 monster zones, 3 trap magic zones, and you basically, you know, you're battling through the different plots and stories and unlocking all the people from the anime. Right now they're only up to Arc V, so Cybers and 7 aren't there. I'm pretty sure that they will have events to unlock them. Now, right now they are currently doing an event in Arc V where you can get Sword. I believe that was his name. I'm not sure. Arc V was really good story-wise once you got to the Soul arc. I really didn't watch it before then. That's on me. But once I got to the Soul arc, it was actually really good. You know, with Yuto, Zuzu, and all the rest of them, and you know, Yuya, Sakaki, and then the other 2 guys. You know, you had the guy from the Speed world and then the guy from the Fusion world. You know, and then Zork. I think his name was Zork. I think that was the merger. Was they became Zork. Um, so that was pretty cool. You know, they always try to keep. It's funny how a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh ties in because he called himself Supreme King, which is an interesting node to Jaden Yugi, who in-house Yabel and the Supreme King aura as well. Not to mention that we have a game back all the way to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you fought Ray Sheaf, the Supreme Being, and stuff like that, and they called him Supreme King in the game at some point. So that's interesting as well too. Pokemon Go, as you guys know, the World Championships now introduce in-house Pokemon Go. I actually love it. You know, right now you guys can get yourself the Sword and Shield, you know, main super cards, Pokemon in the game. If that's something you guys want, they have. It's really fun actually. I know a lot of people played Pokemon Go when it first came out, and they just kind of stopped. But I love Pokemon Go. Like I'm still into it. I'm still doing all the events. I do you know, Adventure Week. I do you know, I do the fest, Go Fest, and all that stuff. I just try to make sure, you know, I'm as active as possible. There are a lot of stuff we need to put more up on Instagram here and Twitch. I'm working on that for you guys. It's been, you know, it's been really busy for me. Trying to do a lot of things as far as the channel, and then, you know, I have my kids, and I try to do things with them, and you know, just I try to keep myself as centered as possible, you know, because I actually enjoy what I do. playing the games, going to the events. It was crazy. We went to see Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Superheroes over the weekend, and it was a phenomenal time. It was phenomenal. It was a great movie. I loved it. Gohan's form, Piccolo's form were really good. I wish, the funny thing is, I wanted a node to the Cell arc because Piccolo beefed up, and I just thought to myself, "Oh my goodness, Cell beefed up during the fight with Gohan, and Go Piccolo's new Ultra, well, whatever saying form is actually really, really funny. If you guys ever watched Young was the Abridged, the one comment Cell made to Trunks or future Trunks during the after he became perfect was anyone can beef up. It's not really that hard. It's the angst of a roided up child, And I thought to myself, that's basically what y'all did. And then you gave like this big, bulky, like not really. See, and it wasn't. I want Cell back. I'm just gonna be honest. If Toriyama, if you're listening, if there's any villains that need to come back for Dragon Ball Super, Cell needs to come back, but it has to be Cell. It can't be whatever you guys had in Super. And I would love to see Baby. I'm just gonna be honest. If you guys watch the manga, spoiler alert, I'm just gonna put it out there. I love Frieza's new form. But if you're going to do Frieza's and have, this form and this, I need Cooler. I'm just gonna be honest. I love Cooler. Cooler was one of the best characters from the movies for me. And if we're making people canon, because we've made Brawly canon, we've given Frieza something to go beyond gold. Gohan has a god form now. Piccolo basically has a god form now. I need Cooler. I would actually love to see Bojax as well. I think he would be an interesting person, as well as Turles. I know that you guys are watching superheroes. You guys, the Galaxy arc has people like Turles, has a alternate future Gohan, had Bojax, but I would love to see Bojax. I'd love to see Turles. I'd love to see Cooler, and I actually would love to see if we could bring anyone from GT. I would love Baby. I would honestly love to see Baby. I don't know how people other than me feel, but Baby was a great antagonist, not the goopy gray takeover, creepily insert yourself liquefied into somebody's body. Not that Baby. It's statutory. I don't need to see statutory Baby. But if Baby could get a physical form, even if he starts out the small gray Baby, and he has something similar to like a Cell or a Blackbeard where he can absorb other people's energy to get stronger and then now grow, but keep his own body. That would be perfect for me. Give me that kind of a Baby, because I think a lot of people would like that. I think, like I said, for me, Baby was the perfect, GT villain. I really didn't like the first arc. It was kind of horrible. And I really didn't. I really didn't like the Shadow Dragon arc. I mean, I get it. I get where they were trying to come from and what they were trying to do. But I just wasn't a big fan of the Shadow Dragon arc. I'm just going to be honest. It wasn't that, it didn't leave a mark with me. Except for Omega Shenron. Like, he was probably the only person that really mattered. All the rest of them seemed kind of cheesy and just made up. And here's X, and what is he doing with all these cons? I stockpile contracts. I'm just gonna be honest. I did that a lot, because I actually don't really try to go after a lot of the diamond contracts for the simple fact, early on I just don't. Because it's not important for me. Because you're going to get Invincibles, you're going to get Dark Matters, you're going to get Galaxy Opals, and then giving all them cards to them contracts to early cards, it just becomes a waste. You can sell that card anyway, unless you're a collector. When you try to get all the collectors and unlock stuff like the dirt, which I haven't done. But I mean, if you guys have checked or watched recently, I mean, we've actually done a lot on the channel. For 23, we're going to do a lot different things. We're actually going to do a no money spend team, and we're going to do a regular team. We're going to see which one actually has better records. So that's going to be one thing that we'll do differently. When we're doing Madden right now, as I said before, actually, we'll probably, if I can, I'll actually stream some Madden for you guys. I actually have never played Madden a day in my life. I think the closest thing to football I've ever played on the console was back when Atari was Atari. I mean, that sounds bad, but I don't play football. I'm not a football person in real life. I'm not a football person on the TV. I'm just not. I mean, I watch the Broncos. I'm a huge Denver Bronco fan since I was a kid. But other than that, I'm really not watching or playing, football. I'm just not. It's just not something I do. Anything else? I have a lot of badges. That's the funny thing, like badges kind of became obsolete within games. I like the artwork from what I've seen so far from 23. From what I've seen, what I've played, the cards look interesting. I actually might even do my season this year. Just it just depends on time. Time basically for me is everything. Like we have a deadline for some skits for a movie, and I've been doing so much stuff lately, like a lot. As far as getting things together, equipment, worrying about the name of the company, making sure all the legal paperwork and stuff is up. I'm working on moving into our studio sometime in December. And then January, we're going to be, actually, that's probably the funnest part ever. January, we're going to have the reveal of the new company logo, some merchandise and stuff, and the company's official website. And then in 2023, like I said, all year long, I'm hitting the ground running because I'm excited. I feel like sometimes you just get a job just to say you have a job, just to make ends meet, just to have money. And then you have something that comes along once in a lifetime, and it's fun. I actually really like being creative. I'm really stupid at times. I'm just going to be honest. And I enjoy playing around, like being on these games, writing skits. Actually, it's so funny. I actually have the plans of putting a book out. Doing some animations and a whole bunch of other stuff come 2023. Because actually, the funny thing is we had a book published when I was in high school and I didn't graduate yet. It's actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed publishing it. It actually was really fun. And it's weird, like I'm talking a lot lately, or a lot more, and I call myself an introvert. I gauge myself as really antisocial, and then it's just weird how things turn around. I never would have thought myself, oh man, I want to own a studio and make movies and commercials and skits and stream and be on social media and have my face out there. I never would have pegged myself as someone like that, because that's just not, mentally, I've never thought of that's who I was. But here I am, and like I said, I'm having fun every day. I wish you guys the best. I know I see all the time for Your Kingdom, but it really means a lot. Watching things, doing things, and talking to people, getting to know people, going to different events. I was, as a kid, my mom, my sisters, And I would go to things like Katsucon. We would go to, Comic Con. I've done it in New York. I've done it in Seattle. I've done it in Philly here. You know, I've been to Baltimore. I've been to Toronto. I've been to, I'm trying to think where else. Boston. I mean, I've been to Miami. I've been all over the United States to different anime conventions. I've been to E3 one year. You know, it's you enjoy what you like. It's funny. I don't promote bullying. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. I feel like it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. But I do promote go after what you love. That's the message for today. Go after what you love. If you love talking, if you love singing, be a singer. If you love drawing, be an animator. If you love cooking, I love cooking. That's the worst part about it. The worst part about it is I'm doing this and I actually love cooking. My passion, my joy, the best room in the house for me is my kitchen. I love being, in the kitchen. I'll be out in the kitchen for hours if I want to. I fall asleep in the kitchen. I love cooking. So just go after what you guys love. I'll be at this probably for another 20 minutes. And then, like I said, we're going to do some add-ins, some Fortnite, and some Destiny 2. If you guys haven't played Multiverses, it is a great game. I love Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I actually am a huge fan of Smash. That's why Dokkan, if you haven't played Pokemon Dokkan Tournament, you gotta try it out. I love platformers. They're actually really fun right now. They're a good way to, connect, interact with people. It's not the same normal strategy fighter like you may have had when you were a kid, or I don't know if most people watching these videos are, but like for me, I had Tekken, I had Street Fighter, I had King of Fighters, I had Marvel vs. Capcom. So, I had those kind of games. So platformers are actually really fun, and they're actually really challenging. And it's not a bad challenging either, if I put, to put it out there. So, enjoy yourselves with Multiverses. I mean, the characters are okay. DC owns a lot of royalties. Warner Brothers, basically. Even though I'm going to be honest, LeBron is kind of hit or miss for me. That's probably the only character. Everyone else I can kind of tolerate and suck up everyone else. The person I really can't suck up or just grasp my mind around is just LeBron. But other than that, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff over the next 4 months, leading up to December, leading up to January. So enjoy yourselves. As always, from our kingdom to y'all kingdom. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for following us, for liking, subscribing. As always, deuces.